Hello everyone and good afternoon. My name is Ahmed Abdul Munim. My matric number is 1999993. Today I'm gonna talk about the introduction, human resource management. The human resource management, simply it's HRM or HR, is a term of commonly used to describe all those organizational activities concerned with recruiting and selecting, decisioning, work for training and developing, appraising and rewarding, directing, motivating and controlling workers. HRM's main main purpose is to increase the performance of the employees. HRM establish relationships between the company and its employees. In SHRM and HRM activities are interrelated. Employee performance and individual performance relate to enterprise, uh, corporate management development.
Hi, my name is T. Simon. My matric number is 192950. Today I'm going to present my part that is proposal human resource management practices. First, human resource management practice that can help the corporation to success their business performance and complete with the NCO is to encourage their employee to work from the home. Due to the COVID-19 and NCO, all the employees except from them who work in the essential service sector, they could not attend to the work in the office, so they forced to stay at home and work from the home. Because of NCO also are not allowed all the employees to work in the workplace, so the company can request their employee work from the home and transport their essential work into online business. They can just download the applications such as Zoom, Google Meeting, Skype, and other software to discuss their business and help the company to sustain their business. They also can use the email or via the WhatsApp to send the message and communicate with their caller to submit their tasks. So online business can help them to continue their work at the home and keep in touch with their customer. So it can help them to process their work more faster. So besides that, work from home also can give many advantages to employer. Due to the NCO, the company forced to transport their business to the online platform. Then it can help them to save the money. So because they don't need go to the workplace, and it can help them to set the transportation fee or other related costs. The company also not need to pay the allowance from their employee, for example, outstation and accommodation price fee from them. So company also can set a lot of the unrelated costs like water bill and electric bill. So it can help the company to set the expenses effectively. So work from home is a good proposal that human resource management practice can help the corporation to sustain their business performance during the NCO. Secondly, human resource management practice that can help the corporation to success their business performance and complete with the NCO is restructuring the business. The aim on the restructuring the business is to help the company to achieve their maximum profit and minimum the loss. So human resource management practice need to implement restructuring exercise from their company business. They also need to take the step to restructuring the business and discuss with their employee who volunteer to cut off their salary or refer in order to sustain the company. For example, Getty Malaysia said its management team has volunteered to have salary reduction up to 20%. So because during the MCO, many companies have faced the challenges, so they're forced to cut on their employees' salary to reduce the costs. Besides that, the manufacturing cost also very important because it can help to lower the product cost. So if need to set the companies must carry forward, be careful and budgeting wisely in every expenses. So besides, they also need to practice how to set the cost and reduce manufacturing expenses. So restructuring the business can bring the positive outcome for the company. That's all for my part. I will pass to my friend to continue other point.
Hi, my name is Won Sui Hee. My metric number is 1945593. I'm the next presenter will present about the point provide the training and development and provide security to employees. So thirdly, the proposed HR practice that can help in the corporation to sustain its business performance and comply with MCO restriction is the company provide the training and development. So what is training? Training is the attempt by an organization to change their employees via the learning process, so that they are able to perform their job efficiently. So the training is the process that planned by an organization with effort to help employees acquire the job-related knowledge, skills, abilities, and behaviors with the goal of applying this on the job. So as we know that during MCO, most of the company cannot conduct their business as usual, and the employee must work at home. So the aim of provide the training and development is to make sure that they can adapt in the new working environment when work at home, and also to help the employees to increase their new ability skills, which learn via online, such as use Zoom meeting, how to use the Zoom meeting, Messenger, web apps, and the other online methods, to help them to easy to connect with their employer and submit their job. So then the employer also can easy to contact with their employees and monitor their work progress. So for the example, as I know that the teacher in the kindergarten have provided training to the teacher in how to use the online method, especially the Zoom meeting for having the online classes. This help them to teach the children and attract the children when having the online classes, and also easy to them to control the online classes with how to sharing the screen, how to teach the children and control them. So this is the third point that can help the business performance once of the company. So the next point is about the provide security. The company also need to provide the security to the employees, because during MCO, we know that most of the employees work at home, but after a few weeks, the situation have some recovering. So most of the employees have allowed to come back to their workplace to work as usual. So when most of the employees have come back to workplace, the employer, the company must provide the sufficient amount of masks and the hand sanitizers. The hand sanitizers must provide anywhere in the company, especially the place like toilet and the office table, to make sure that and to easy them to wash their hand anytime. Then the company needs to ensure anytime that each corner place of the company is clean with the sanitizer. So the employer need to give them the free medical check-up to make sure that to ensure that them help without virus infection. So for conclusion for this is the employer have provide the security with prepare the mask and hand sanitizer and the medical check-up to make sure that the employer have employees, not employer. The employees work in the safe working environment and employees come back to the workplace to work as usual. So this is the proposed HR practice that can help the company to sustain the business performance. So this is all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is Victoria, matrix number 194154. I'm gonna to talk about the last point of proposed HRM practices, which is crisis management team. So, what is crisis management team? It is a process by which an organization deals with a disruptive and unexpected event that threatens to harm the organization and its stakeholders. Nowadays, coronavirus is most likely to creating all these three threats a business can ever face. The first one is public safety. Second one is the financial loss. The third one is reputation loss. If crisis management is not handled properly in a timely manner, we can put our employees' health at risk. Next, we will go over the plans of crisis management in our corporation, which goals are to sustain the business performance during this COVID-19 crisis. As we can see, trust and experienced leader is the first thing when we create our crisis management team. It is important because he has experience to lead our corporation through this difficult situation. Next, we aim to have a team in place with clearly defined roles and responsibilities, which will help with the distribution of tasks as well as matching skills and experience to new or the changing requirements. For the third point, we plan to focus on management protocols and business continuity. This guide current actions and forecast possible responses to future events due to this COVID-19 pandemic. Furthermore, we also ensure that preparations are in place for an effective response to whatever is coming. It serves to reassure our employees that we are looking out for them. We, as a member of HR department, are ready to take responsibilities in order to make this crisis as a catalyst for change. Everything is possible, and we don't waste a good crisis. Even in difficult times, we also need to plan ahead and evaluate positively and proactively. Finally, it is necessary for us to evaluate the crisis management plan to seek any improvement. That's all from me. The next presenters will be Lei Ting, and she will introduce the limitation of using the proposed HRM practices. Thank you.
I will continue with potential limitation of using the proposed HRM practice. First, uncertainty of future. Many social, economical, political, technological, and financial factors can affect their functioning. These factors end up affecting HRM as well because they dictate employment. Second, surplus staffing. The suspend of economic activity means that organizations did not have any income, but then organizations still need to pay the salary to their employee as usual during the MCO period, so that the needs for human resources decrease and there will be a surplus of labor for each job category. Many organizations decided to downsizing or pay reduction as a HR strategy for reducing a surplus. Third, strict of SOP. When the organization get back to business, they need to follow standard operation procedure SOP that's set by the government. SOP has controlled the operation and working time as a guideline to prevent transmission of coronavirus. Therefore, HRM practice have to functioning effectively. Fourth, motivation and job satisfaction. Pay reduction strategy influence the motivation and job satisfaction of employees. When there are low motivation and job satisfaction, the work quality and performance of employee also become lower. Fifth, financial situation of organization. The financial situation of organization did not allow to spend out a high cost for implementing HRM practice. Six, lack of support of top-level management. The top-level management of many organizations often possess a conservative attitude in functioning. It can be reluctant in changing its own idea and belief to accommodate the growth of employees. This can create hindrances for managers in employing HRM practice. And the last one, time-consuming. HRM generally require managers to collect all sorts of information from employees with respect to their functioning. In the absence of adequate information and database, HRM practice cannot be properly implemented. However, collecting all this data from all departments can be highly time-consuming, especially in the MCO period. Next, Suki will present the ways to overcome the limitation.
Hi, my name is Sok Yi. Today, I'm gonna present the part of 4.0, which is ways to overcome the limitation. So, the presenter before me did explain and list out some of the limitation of HRM practice during MCO, such as surplus stuffing, and then financial problem rise due to the reduce of employee during MCO, and some of the data collecting problem. So, hereby, I will introduce or share some of the ways to overcome this limitation. Firstly, freezing new recruitment will be the way to overcome the limitation. A company can stop recruit new employee during MCO or just after MCO for a short period. This could help to reduce the surplus and save the company costs at the same time. For the next way, I will suggest limiting overtime work, and then avoid unnecessary new ventures and acquisition, adopting a new flexible wage system. These kind of ways can help a company to overcome the financial problem. If this kind of way cannot settle the financial problem, then only the company proceed to drastic ways such as pay cuts, temporary layoffs, reducing work hour, and finally downsizing the workforce. For the next way, I will suggest outsourcing implementation. A company can help to reduce the additional and increasing of work of employee after MCO by just outsourcing implementation. According to SOP after MCO, employees are not allowed to work overtime after MCO. So, by outsourcing implementation, a company can settle the problem of too much work but too less time for the employee to settle their works. So, for the next way, I suggest work from home. A business or a company can still continue during the MCO period by just work from home. The employee can still communicate with others, such as communicate with customer, communicate with their boss, or any other that they want to communicate with by just using the technology device such as smartphone, laptop, computer through internet. They can just email or they can contact them through phone. They can even meeting using the internet by Zoom, by Skype or WhatsApp call. The work from home also save the time of collecting data because internet is fast and very easy to use.
In conclusion, and lastly, we have agreed that human resource management has played a major role in sustaining the development wheel, such as applications suggested, like for example Zoom or Google Meet or Skype. And as we can see nowadays, because MCO, the companies, organization, even universities, they are using this kind of apps to communicate and to finish the work. And how company restructuring will help increase the income and reduce the losses, and how this can bring a positive outcome for the companies. As well, we proposed ways to overcome the limitations. These include limiting overtime and avoiding unnecessary projects, and adopting a flexible payment system. Thank you.